Hey, what's going on, everybody, man? VJ Vernon Husky, Big Vanilla Funny, Vesn Sports, VJ's on Sports with Icona. No big intro here, man. This is the 13th annual NFL.com IDP Vesn Sports Big Vanilla Fantasy Live Draft. I got my players in the building. We got the screen up so y'all can see what we drafted, what we doing. We're going to talk trash. We're going to keep it cool. We're going to keep it fun. We're going to keep it excited. And we're going to do what we do best. And yes, VJ Two Belts is back in the building because you'll see the name under me, defending and still reigning
Your team is
champion
now
of
on the
the
clock.
All right, Usman, don't get your ass left head kicked like Usman did.
VJ Vernon.
Come and get your.
Anyway, so appreciate everybody tuning in, man. I got to make sure I get the intro in. All right, let's go. Let's go. Who's up right now?
Me.
Come on,
Your
Chiefs.
team
Come on,
is now
Chiefs
on the
Kingdom.
clock.
All right,
Don't worry about it. I got it.
We already know how we building this squad.
I got it. Just to let you know, dog. The logo, the branding is cover your face.
Okay, I'll move it in a second. Let me just make my pick here.
So
that's better for the live stream though, covering his face. Like,
yeah.
That is so cute. Oh my God, that was. Did you write that yourself?
Yeah, I did. I learned from watching your stand-ups, man. My bad.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Dog, yeah.
I can't find who I want, so I'll take Debo. But I can't find who I want. I wanted to grab a certain guy. I just couldn't find him real quick. But it's all
Who'd
good.
you pick first?
My clock. I took Tariq.
Tyreek Hill. He's fucking.
So if you don't,
He's so biased.
I took Tyreek first. Don't
People,
worry about who I took first.
listen.
You worry about your team, bro. I won this league, so I don't. The one thing y'all can't do is question what I picked tonight. I get that trash talking.
Yes, I wasn't here.
I get that trash talking.
I'm surely questioning Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, you can't question who I picked. Let me take this live.
Bro, you took Tyreek Hill.
Of course I did.
Over Stephon Diggs and Jamar Chase.
He's a Dolphins fan.
First of all,
I know
Diggs and
he
Chase.
is.
First of all,
exactly.
Diggs and Chase. Tariq Hill is going to have the same year they're going to have, bro. So what are you talking about?
No, he's not.
Okay, I know. Y'all would love it to go that route.
I'm not saying he's not going to have a good year.
No,
but he's gonna have over 1,000 yards, but he's not.
Y'all would love it. Like I said, y'all would love it to not be that. I get it. I understand. You would love it not to go that route, but
no, I want
we'll find out.
I don't care. Why would I care?
We'll find out. Okay, so give me Jamar Chase is catching. Like, you guys understand, like you're all my friends. You've all done my show. We all talk sports because you're smart sports guys. You honestly believe that the league is gonna let Jamar Chase just go ballistic this year? Like, those defensive coordinators, those defensive backs, those defensive coaches have not watched tape all year long on Jamar Chase.
Justin Jefferson did it back-to-back.
He's just going to go ballistic so much further than Tariq Hill. That's
Justin
still
Jefferson
the most
did it
dangerous weapon
back-to-back.
in the NFL. Okay.
Justin Jefferson did it back-to-back.
I honestly believe that Tyreek Hill is going to go from Patrick Mahomes to fucking Tua and not have a drop-off.
Yes, he believes.
Come on. You've been watching sports. We've all been talking about this. You know that. You don't go from.
The one thing I don't hear people saying, which makes him sound really silly to me, is the simple fact that it's not just that he's leaving Patrick Mahomes and going to Tua. That's a given. Everybody knows that. But there are other weapons on this offense that are still going to draw attention away from him to where he is still going to be able to do him. Jalen Waddle is on the other side of the field. Stop acting like this.
Jalen Waddle has dropped in every.
Your team is now on the clock.
Every draft, Jalen Waddle has dropped in. I got him in both of my leagues.
I don't go by, bro. You should know me by now. I don't go by that shit.
If you are trying to,
I don't go by that shit.
You know, when you leave, and not even being a homer, Patrick Mahomes, as of right now, is a great quarterback. There are not great quarterbacks.
He might be the best quarterback
that leave great quarterbacks and continue to do the same shit with an average quarterback. They're just not
the best quarterback in football.
He might be the best quarterback.
So
in football,
that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he made him.
Your team is now on the clock.
I'm saying he's gonna have a drop off.
All right.
Wait, okay. I was gonna say, VJ, you had back to back.
Nah. That's just you just hearing someone.
Yeah, I'm hearing because I'm like, damn,
you're hearing somebody else's drive. No, you're just hearing somebody else's drive.
I'm like, shit. Chiefs Kingdom. That's okay. I know who that is. Mahomes is probably the best quarterback in football, though. We know that.
He is, but you know when
he is.
when you're a fan, you don't want to sound
You're
like
not allowed to say that. Yeah.
exactly.
That's not true. No. See, that's wrong. No, it's wrong. If it's right, it's right. It doesn't matter whether you're a fan or not. If it's right, it's right.
Yeah, no. Of course, but the problem that you have is you have dumbasses that take their fandom. Cowboys fans. Hopefully, nobody's here that's a Cowboys fan.
Calm down. We're not doing
Yeah,
that.
man. Maurice like them bum ass Cowboys.
Way up. That will swear up and down that Dak Prescott, like that's the problem you have. You have teams that overblow their position. So when
Dak Prescott, he's 10th.
He's great.
He's probably the 10th best quarterback.
He's the what?
He's probably the 10th best quarterback in football.
That is probably the most accurate thing I've ever heard a Cowboys fan say about Dak Prescott.
Yeah, he's probably 10.
But you have those fans that blow everybody out of proportion. So when you get a good quarterback, you kind of, as a fan, you're like, I got to play it down a little bit because people are going to say I'm a homer. And then you don't want to hear the bullshit.
Yeah.
You remember when you had Marino?
Say it again.
You remember when you guys have like Marino?
Of course I do.
Yeah. So like when
pick.
If you sit there and go, oh, Marino's one of the top, there's going to be people who argue and just go, oh my God, you're a homer. Even though it's still true.
No. Nobody, dudes know better to come at me like that, bro.
Oh, we got 2 quarterbacks. I forgot about that.
Your team is now on the clock.
Who picked Josh? Oh, okay.
I did.
I was debating on doing that because we do have 2 quarterbacks.
As soon as I saw that, normally I don't take a quarterback that early. But
nobody does, but you have to with 2 quarterbacks.
You have to in this draft. That's what you got. I like the fact that you guys have really looked at the way I put this together. You better take a quarterback in the first 4 or 5 rounds because you get 2 of them. So you might as well snatch a great one or a high-point guy now, and then match up a second guy with a receiver on your roster.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll give my secrets away. I don't have to hold my secrets. I tell everybody how I drafted fantasy football.
I ain't gonna lie.
Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
Oh, my fault. The only thing I was looking at is I said, well, I'm finna follow everybody on this defense because when the hell do you pick a defensive player?
You know what? I'm gonna be real with you. I played last year with the defense, and I wasn't really into it because I was like, I hate picking defensive players. But the more, if you pay attention to football, it becomes very easy. It becomes
in real talk. You actually started to once you got the hang of the scoring.
Yeah.
You started. Did you string like 5, 6 in a row when you started off kind of slow last year?
Yep. My biggest problem was I had 2 people get hurt. That was my biggest problem.
Yeah.
Like
you and Jeremy, watching you and Jeremy play each other, watching the chat room in the text in the group text when you 2 play each other. Yo, Mo. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry, guys. This is Mo Murphy. Mo Murphy has a sports talk radio show. We've done the show together, man. Great sports mind. Also, salute him. He serves this country, which means he works for your freedoms. He's in the United States Air Force, so you guys make sure you show him that respect.
Navy. Yeah, I'm in the Navy though, but yeah, appreciate it.
Oh, Navy, my bad. He's in the Navy. Well, he wears United States of America on his shirt every day for work. So you guys know how I feel about the military. Jeremy's a former. You guys know Jeremy's a former sergeant in the Army. I'm former military. So, but and this is Tyler. Mo, that's Tyler. Another bright. This kid's good, man. Big Raider fan. And I also introduce you. Oh yeah, it's just so right now. All right. I just like to make sure everybody knows who they're dealing with, and I don't bring those suckers into my circle, into my league.
So is my podcast partner, Jeremy. He's a Raiders fan.
Oh, you a Raiders fan? Damn,
your team is now on the clock.
All right.
So that's like a fun. That's why the chat is so fun because we both go back and forth because I'm a diehard Chiefs fan, he's a diehard Raiders fan, and then we talk shit consistently to each other. And
it's like me and VJ got some bets going because he's a weak ass Michigan fan.
You better watch your fucking mouth. Let's see.
Dang, I want to go my guy and go.
I want another QB.
I'm going my guy.
Your team is now on the clock.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Easy.
I'm putting a lot of faith in some black QBs this year. I think they're gonna have big years. Like I think Jalen Hurts. I think Hurts is gonna have a huge year.
I mean, they gave him.
They have the number one running offense in football. They have a good defense. Oh, hold on, let me just say this: they have number one running offense in football. They have a great defense. That division is up for grabs. Vegas has them tied with the Cowboys at a plus 150 to win the division. So Vegas thinks they're going to win the division this year. But Brown, bringing in Brown before the draft, guys, that was huge. It was like the Raiders making their draft pick basically when they traded for Devontae Adams. I thought the three teams that had the best first rounds were the Dolphins, the Eagles, and the Raiders, because they all got better where they need to get better with upper echelon top flight guys. And basically they didn't have a first round pick. There was not a receiver in the first round this year. It's better than those three guys. So why not go get that guy now instead of waiting on that if he's going to be a great pick? I thought that was huge for Philly to do that. I'm high on the Raiders. I'm high on the Raiders too. I like the plus 650 in
Your
Vegas.
team is
the
now
Raiders
on the
win
clock.
that division. I know people think I'm crazy, but I think the Raiders win that division.
I don't. I think you're crazy there, but I definitely.
I know
think
you
the
don't because you're. I know now. See, that's some fan shit. That's
I got him second. I got him second.
And I can break it down. I'm not saying they're going to be good. They're going to be really, really good. But I'm just, until we get beaten, we've won the division, 7 of the last 8 years with 2 different quarterbacks?
Yeah, I got him second. I got him going second. I got the Chiefs winning, Raiders second, Chargers third, Broncos fourth. I'm sorry. I'm not high on the Broncos. I'm sorry. But every team in that division.
Nah, me neither.
Your team is now on the clock.
I'm not high on the Broncos because they have a lot of new stuff. And in that division, the continuity is I think is going to be the thing that keeps everybody together. The only thing with the Raiders, the only thing I don't like about the Raiders is I don't trust Josh McDaniels. I do not trust him as a head coach.
Yeah,
he has not. We saw him as the head coach before. Granted, that was 10 years ago, but I don't know. It's a Belichick person, and I know this sounds kind of weird, but there's not many Belichick people that do extremely good disciples. He's not one of those trees that you can name multiple people from. That's my only drawback with them. I think the Chargers. I'm not ready to get my ass chewed out about Justin Herbert, so I'm not sold on the Chargers. I'm not sold on Herbert.
You're not sold on Herbert?
Nah.
I feel him on that, but I think you almost kind of have to be a simple
You do,
fact
yeah.
that he did put up the numbers he needed to do. He didn't lose games at all last year. His defense lost games last year.
Yes.
But I feel what you're saying. I don't know if I'm sold on him, but I can't kind of not be sold on it because he hasn't shown me that he can't do it.
No, you're right. Yeah, 100% there. That's my issue. Like, there's something in me that's like, I don't know if all this hype is 100% real, but then it's one of those things where you're just like, okay, he is beasting out. He's doing shit other quarterbacks aren't doing. So you really can't say stuff. And he is a young quarterback. He had a young rookie coach. And some of those games he lost was on his fucking coach.
Hold on real quick. My bad, Luis. I got to introduce my homie that's in here now, man. My man Luis is finally in the building. What's up, player? I forgot to zoom back out to see when people jump in. What's up, player?
What's going on, baby? How you doing, man?
Everybody, this is Luis Estrada, one of my best friends on the planet. Works at Spectrum, lifelong LA guy, huge Rams guy. Used to go to games with his dad. So this guy knows the Rams, loves the Rams. Also big UCLA guy too. Why I don't know, but you know, it just is what it is. Even though I think he now see, Lincoln about to wipe their ass out. Lincoln about to do something strange for a little piece of change.
Oh, hey, like you said, dude, I'm a lifelong UCLA fan. I'm used to those ass whoopings from USC. they don't hurt no more.
Everybody, while you're talking right now, I'm about to make my pick. Everybody, please introduce yourself to Luis, a very, very good friend of mine. Family man, married, beautiful daughter, too. He's a teenage girl, too. I got a feeling we got to go whoop some teenage boy's ass within, like, the next year.
Your team is now on the clock.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. But, hey, I will say this one thing about UCLA. We scored the most points ever as an opponent on the Coliseum last year with the 66. I was in attendance for that, bro, and I loved every fucking minute of it.
I'm happy for you, man.
Man, it's great. It's great to be on with everybody. What's going on, man?
Yeah, Luis, I'm Mo.
Well, oh, man, no, ain't none of y'all take Waddle? Fine, fuck it.
Your
I'll take
team
Waddle.
is now on the clock.
I told your ass he's been falling.
Shit, I'll take Waddle. I mean,
Edmonds while you're.
Listen, I'm
going to tell you right now, somebody better go get fucking Tua's ass. No, let him get Tua. Let him get Tua.
Oh, you took
I
that.
I know, I'm an ass. I'm an ass. I'm an ass. I'm sorry, Mo. I'm sorry, buddy.
Champion. I understand.
I'm sorry, Mo.
I understand
Dog,
the
you
hate that
took
comes with being
Dak.
champion.
Yeah, I know, but he was sitting right there, and there was no defensive people that I wanted.
I
I'm
get.
going Derek
Listen,
Carr.
I get
Yeah.
the hate that comes with being a champion. I understand.
It was
Damn,
really
you
between
took
Carr.
Dak.
It was between Carr and Dak, but I can't really put between my team.
I'm
So
going to
I'm sitting there going, I don't want fucking Tua, but that's kind of my thing. So I felt bad when I picked him. I needed to help him a little bit, but
You picked
I
Tua?
was sold. No, he picked
I picked
Dak, and right before me.
yeah, I know. I saw that. I knew he wouldn't make it. Like, I'm
Don't get
sorry,
him.
but I'm not sorry. I knew that was gonna hurt you, but I
He
had
took
to.
that. Hey, Mo, I'm gonna let you know. We shrewd in this league, bro.
Oh, yeah,
Bro, having Kyler
We're
and
shrewd in
Dak,
this league, bro.
bro. If I would have had Kyler and Dak at quarterback, I'd have been sitting nice.
You'd have been straight.
I'd have been sitting.
You'd
Yeah,
have been
I know,
straight.
but I got Josh Allen and Dak, so that's kind of where I was going.
Remember,
I mean,
guys, you
Yeah.
start two
you got
quarterbacks.
Kyler
Don't
and
forget-
Derek Carr. Let's not sleep on Derek Carr now. Derek
Your
Carr.
team is now on the clock.
Remember, guys, you get two quarterbacks. You have to start two. So don't wait too long to make
Your
sure
team
make sure
is
you grab
now
that
on the
third
clock.
one. Don't get stuck with somebody that gets hurt. You don't have that third guy. I've seen that happen to a lot of guys in my league.
My third guy is coming up. I'm already
It's time
playing
for
this
me to
shit.
go get me a stud
You know,
linebacker.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't
need a
like how
tackling
quiet
machine.
Tyler's being. I don't
The
like how
quarterbacks left are
I
trash.
need a tackling machine,
Tyler
guys. Who
is
should I take? I need a tackling machine. Ooh, Bobby Wagner.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah,
looking
that's
at
150 tackles this year. And just so you guys, I don't know if you guys didn't read I know some people read, some people don't. I treat this league like PPR. I call it PPT. You get a point per tackle.
Say less.
So it balances out if you don't end up with a good running back, or you have a Sunday where you're scrambling to replace a running back or something, but you know you got a stud that's a 10 tackle guy, you're okay. If he gets a sack, you got 15 points out of that linebacker. That running back might only got you 11 that Sunday. And I do fractional points too. So guys will tell you they've lost games in this league by like 0.4, 0.6.
Also, like when you do draft a defense, since you ain't done defense before, like I'm not saying don't, but you watch the waiver wire. Like there's gonna be tons of you may switch out multiple linebackers a week.
Yeah,
dude, I must have switched defensive backs like 10 times last.
I think I only had 4 original defensive players I drafted.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, remember last year I didn't know what I was doing really with the defense, so I was just picking shit.
well, there's still some players out there.
Yeah, but you know what's that? I'm gonna let you know that run comes, they gone.
Yeah,
I already took
coming.
on it.
Ooh, there's still some players though.
This league was voted. It's in the top 5% of NFL.com's custom scoring leagues. I get an email every year. This is the 13th year I've done this league, and I just switch up the players. Eric is from last year. Tyler's from last year.
Jeremy,
if there's anybody else from last year. Jeremy's from last year. Yeah. So I like to switch it out, but the guys I feel like that are the best at it, I asked to come back. Eric did a great job. Tyler was right there. Tyler was almost in the championship game. Tyler, who got hurt? You lost a player in the playoffs. Who got hurt for you last year? What hurt you last year?
Lamar Jackson went down.
Yes. Lamar Jackson went down, and that was it. And that was his fantasy season. Yep. Also, too, Tyler comes up with the best team names. NIL portal, I love. Last year, it was Sycamore.
Your team is now on the clock.
Sycamore wants Bama, and I thought that shit was hilarious.
I love that shit.
Yeah, last year it was Sycamore wants Bama, and I thought that was creative as shit.
I love that.
Need me a sack master now.
Same.
I need me a sack master.
Oh, I can cancel Christmas on week 6.
You got to watch those buys, homie.
Jesus Christ. Oh, I could cancel Christmas.
That's a sack man right there.
You know what? I'm gonna be 100% honest. That's probably the worst thing I do.
Your team is now on the clock.
Thank you for not taking my guy, buddy.
Oh, you wanted Robert Quinn? Sorry.
No, I wanted Nick Bosa.
Oh, he's a fucker. I wouldn't have taken him anyway. You're good. I don't draft fuck guys. I don't draft Bills. I don't draft bum ass Jets, and I don't draft cheating ass Patriots on my teams.
Well, damn.
I don't draft Michigan State Bamas, and I don't draft little touchy boy Happy Valley guys neither.
Who is little touchy boy Happy Valley guys?
Do some research.
I'm looking at it right now.
I know somebody got it. Mo's a big college guy like me. And Mo, I know you know what school I'm talking about.
You talking about Penn State?
Well, I didn't say it. You did.
Oh, okay. For some odd reason, I was going in California. I was like, wait, what school in California was touching little boys?
Yeah, no, well, you ain't have to be born out there to hear that story.
Well, I know that. Everybody knows about that. South Park did one. Come on. South Park did it.
I'll draft player. Dude, I'm an analyst, man. I do all my shit, but I'm a fan still deep in my fucking heart, bro. When it comes to fantasy, I've never drafted an Ohio State player in my fantasy life, ever. I don't care how good they were. I almost want to draft Olave because I think the Saints are going to surprise some guys this year, and he got famous Jameis, a.k.a. Crab Legs, getting him the ball. But the simple fact is that he's a fuck guy. I can't draft him.
Your team is now on the clock.
I have the Saints winning that division.
Tampa's got problems. I talked to Dan Luss on Fox Sports Radio.
Your team is now on the clock.
Had a chance to talk to Adam Kaplan, who's a big NFL insider. He thinks he didn't defute my opinion on what the Saints could be. And he thinks, like me, that there are some issues. There are some issues going on in Tampa, but not enough for them to come up and knock them off. Oh, you know what? I like this.
This is my thing. Tom Brady, I know we've been saying this, but point guys got to get old. Second thing is,
and he can catch balls from me.
I don't think we know what's going on in Tom's personal life. I don't think ESPN and none of them want to touch on that, so they're giving him that respect.
Well, check this.
I think there's a lot of shit going on that we don't.
Broussard and I did. The clip is out there on my page. I brought it up last week. Him and Rob really hit on it, but when I saw the clip, I said, "Yeah." I was the guy that had the balls though to say, "Hey, listen, I'll tell you what I think it is."
Yeah, nobody's touching it.
Already retired.
Yeah,
that vacation was already planned. And Giselle said, no. You retired. You can go back and play, but you're coming on this goddamn vacation.
Yep.
And Chris was like, yeah, I said, no, I don't know. I don't have any sources, blah, blah, blah. But just as a man, when you make plans with your family and your wife is fed up with your work and your job, you're not being there, you have to go.
Yep.
Period. Him and Rob a week later had a whole segment about it. But I was one of the first guys that threw it out there. It's like, bro, that was the wife saying, no, you're coming. You said you were coming, you're fucking coming.
And
so was that. You go, the whole they knew before camp, that was bullshit.
No. I'm going to also say that, like, 100%, I don't think he wanted to fucking come out of retirement. I think he only came out of retirement because that fucking story was leaked.
Listen, man, Tom is like Jordan. They're sadistic with this shit, dude. They don't know what else to do. They don't have nothing else to do. They don't know what to do with their life.
That's why
this is who the fuck they are.
That's why the story to Miami made sense.
Yep. It was perfect sense, bro.
Yep.
It was,
and then that broke, and all of a sudden Tom Brady came out of retirement. I'm not saying he wasn't going to come out. I just don't know if he wanted to play with Tampa anymore. I think he's kind of run his course.
He wanted to go to the deal was in place, man. We've already had a draft pick taken. Our owners already suspended till week 9. They had a deal in place. Him and Sean Payton were coming to Miami.
Yep. And I think when that got thrown out and all that shit happened, it just kind of took the spirit out because he didn't want to go play for Tampa again.
No. And then Dana White running his mouth like a little
with Vegas. Oh my fucking God.
Like a little hoe. Oh, I had that deal.
Your team is now on the clock.
Even if you had that deal done, yo, bro, shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he shouldn't have said that shit.
Listen, you guys will agree with me. Do you think Tom wanted that out?
No.
No, and he put Gronk in a weird spot.
That he was
no,
it wasn't just Miami. Shit, before
Gronk bring
Miami,
it up.
I was going to go to Vegas.
You're picking Gronk. Gronk bring it up on the interview, supposedly on the podcast. Gronk bring it up.
He did.
Yeah, I think Dana White's just talking shit because he likes to be out in front of public.
Yeah,
just like he talks all that shit about Jake Paul. I just think he's talking shit. I think he's reached that old guy status
another
where he's trying to be
linebacker.
cool,
Okay, let
but
me
he's not.
Your team is now on the clock.
If there's an open mic somewhere, Dana White's trying to get in front of it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yep.
He just talks way too fucking much now.
Yep.
Hey guys, I want to give Luis Estrada the floor here, man. This is my Rams, and he's a big Rams guy, and he works over at Spectrum. And I don't think TV's talking enough about the Rams. You guys watch and listen to a bunch of shit like me. I don't think people's talking about the Rams. Luis, you guys are defending Super Bowl champions, bro. I mean, you bring in Allen Robinson. Stafford's got the elbow, but I don't know if that's a big thing. But Akers is cleared and been named, RB1. Cooper Kupp, Bobby Wagner, Aaron Donald comes back. You guys get into a fight. He's swinging helmets and shit like Gladiator. Talk to me about you got the floor right now, man. Talk to us about your Rams, bro.
Look, I will never sit here and say a team is disrespected more than this or that, or a defending champ is disrespected more than this and that. All I'll say about it is this. They won the Super Bowl last year for a reason. And people could say, and I've heard it, oh, they had the easy road or they didn't have anybody tough. Bullshit, dude. You when you look at the run they had last year when they played the 49ers, that was a tough game. The Niners always play McVay tough. They had to go grit through things. They won the Super Bowl.
Your team is now
you
on
want
the
to
clock.
give them their due. Now that was last year. This year's a little bit
Your
different.
team is now on the
I
clock.
love the Allen Robinson pickup. I was sorry to see Robert Woods go. I still hope there's a chance they re-sign OBJ because I think he brought a lot to the table. Yeah, they got Stafford's elbow, but you know what? I'm not worried about it. A lot of people. I saw something the other day that had them 5th or 6th in the NFC, and I'm sitting here thinking, are you crazy? Yeah, Frisco's going to be good, but with their quarterback controversy, until they can get their quarterback situation together, you don't know what they're going to be from week to week, and they can't keep the running backs healthy. Their defense is going to be really good. There's no question about that. But you got to be able to have consistent play on offense and consistent play at quarterback. Frisco does not. Seattle is on the way down. I don't have to worry about them. And then who's the Arizona? Arizona will find a way to implode on themselves. So I don't have to worry about them either. So I think it's the Rams' division to win again. I think they're going to win it by 3 or 4 games. And I think they're going to be a 1 or 2 seed in the NFC.
You like them? You like them that much? 3 or 4 games? That's big. You like them that much better than the Cardinals? Because I for some reason, there's 4 teams that are just tickling my vanilla ass this offseason and going into the season. That's the Vikings, the Saints, the Eagles, and the Cardinals.
Okay.
I think of 4 teams in January, a lot of people are going to be like, wow, where did that come from? But you think the Rams are 3 or 4 games even better than the Cards and San Francisco?
I do, especially offensively for both teams. I just don't like. I don't know. I don't like what Frisco has offensively. Show me what they can do consistently. Let's see it, because so far all I've seen is a little bit here, a little bit there, but nothing consistent. You got to be consistent. And as far as Arizona goes, they've got pieces.
I'm going to unshare the screen, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to unshare the screen because Jeremy's in, and I want to make sure everybody can be seen and talk to.
Too.
My boy's in, so I want to make sure everybody can be seen and talk to. Emmett Rose also too. Emmett knows my homeboy up at Washington. He does a lot of stuff a lot of call-ins with Fox Sports Radio and Big Sports Guy too. He says Cowboy fans are probably the most delusional fan base. Yo, Mo.
Agreed.
My man telling you about yourself, player, was good. Did Mo drop out?
Yeah, he said he's back, so bring him back in. He said it in private chat. Yeah.
I don't see him.
Your team is now on the clock.
He ain't back in. I don't see him. He's not on there.
Oh, it's okay.
I'll bring him back in a minute, but he's not on there. I'm on the clock. I got a draft anyway. I ain't got time to play with Mo's ass. It's 45 seconds, man. I don't play around. Plus, I don't want to keep people long. I know people don't like drafting long and shit. That's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say this shit's moving. You fucking fast.
Yeah, it is.
Corner, a D lineman. Let me find me another sack master. Fuck it. You guys aren't taking your defensive players, so let me find some sack
What are you
guys.
talking about?
Okay, maybe I'm just not seeing anything, man. Let me see. Hickerson, Archery. Oh, another Dolphin. Akbar, let's go.
On the clock.
That's a 10 sack guy right there. That's either 10 or 12 right there for that guy.
See how quickly I'm drafting on this motherfucker? it ain't even saying nothing, and I'm hitting my guys. I already know who I want to hit.
That must mean you see what you like, and it is what it is, man. Hey, Tyler, jump in here and talk to us about UCLA football. We know that, we know what's going on across the city over in the Coliseum. I don't think they're back, but it did look different. It did feel different. You guys got off to a slow start and then reeled off, I believe, 41 straight and took out who you need, did what you needed to do there. But with you guys moving over to the Big Ten now and not really reaping
Your team is now on the clock.
benefits that you thought you would have been by from Chip Kelly. What's going on with UCLA, man? What do you see this year? You like your quarterback?
DTR is freak athlete. He's gonna do a lot of things with his legs. It's just he's got to find new receivers. With all of the guys that he lost to the portal and to the league, he's got to find guys that are going to step up and catch some balls for him.
All right.
But be interesting for him this week. I think they've got your school this week at the Arroyo Seco / the Surface of the Sun.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you, VJ, let me jump in on that. Because
Sure.
I'm a UCLA fan.
Oh, that's right. You UCLA guy too. Yeah, go ahead.
Here's my issue with DTR. If you watch him at all, it takes him a good quarter every single game to get comfortable. His first quarters are terrible. Every single day, every single game. It takes him a quarter to get settled. That's where he throws his picks. That's where he makes his bad reads, and that's why UCLA usually will end up in a hole in the first quarter because he can't get in the flow of the game right away. We had a backup. I think it was last year, Trace Griffin. He would come because he had to start a few games with DTR out. He came in, got the offense going right away. DTR's got to get settled faster and get his head in the game faster if UCLA is going to be anything. They had Bowling Green. They got Alabama A&M or S&M this week, and then they've got another cupcake the week after before they start into Pac-12 play. If they don't get it together, they're not going to sniff any bowl.
I just think that, I don't know if the talent. I got a feeling Chip Kelly's out in a little bit. I had a feeling he's not going to be around.
I do too.
Because once they get to the Big Ten, you got to start eating more biscuits and cheese grits on Saturday, Sunday morning out here for the linemen if you want to compete in the Big Ten. Because that's at Michigan, that's at Ohio State, that's at Penn State, that's at Wisconsin, at Iowa, Northwestern. Northwestern may be a bad team, but I'm going to tell you something. In them trenches, the boys going to be ready to block. They just had a first-round draft pick on the offensive line, from the offensive line. So the guys there are smart. It's hard to get in, so they're smart. And I just think that UCLA is going to need to make some major changes, bigger changes than USC is going to have to make. I think USC's already made their culture change. I think UCLA is going to have to counter that with going to the Big Ten with another culture change. And I think it'll be some young upstart, look at football now, guys, college and pro. It's about the young guys. Those guys are getting moved out. Like Matt Brown is very lucky Appalachian State can't close a damn game. They gave up 60 points, guys. Like, seriously. And I just think that these old coaches, Travis Etienne, he's going to have a big year. Wow.
Your team is now on the clock.
They're running back. God, I love how my team is coming together. God, my receivers are just fucking studs. Studs. Eric, check that comment on the screen. I think that was delivered at you.
I already saw that comment. I ain't paying attention to that fucking comment. The one that says Raiders, the one that says Chargers, Raiders, Chiefs, Broncos. I'm Broncos.
Yeah, he's
Chargers, Raiders, Chiefs. I'm not paying attention to that. Yeah, we're good.
Look, the only thing the Chargers are going to do is wish for another.
I just thought you might want to see it. That's all.
No, I saw it when it
Your
came
team is
in.
now on the clock.
I saw it when it came in.
Okay.
I'm good. Like, I understand. I get it. But it's just one of those things. Where the hell is my damn draft at? Oh, okay.
we can all agree this is probably one of the most anticipated NFL and college seasons together we've seen in the last decade.
Yeah, absolutely.
From what
I'm
we
sorry, I
feel
didn't hear
like
what you
is
said. What'd you
happening
say?
with a lot of these, God, man. Tony Pollard would be such a great pick right now, but I already got 3 backs, but he's going to have a big year because Zeke is done. Zeke's been done for 2 years. I've been a guy waving my hand, jumping up and down, trying to tell people Zeke's done.
Yeah. You've been saying it longer than I've known you, man.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. But, Thielen. That's a receiver. There we go.
No, damn you, man.
That's a receiver.
That's literally twice. Like I was picking between him and the
because I know, I'll be honest with you. If I gotta pick a guy I think is gonna challenge for my championship this year, I honestly do think it's Eric. Because Eric likes to Eric and I compete. Me and this motherfucker competed. We compete. And I know it stung him last year.
Oh,
2 times we played, I beat him. And then I won a championship. He didn't want me. He couldn't stand
it.
It
was even worse.
Jeremy. Oh, by the way, everybody, Jeremy, also 2 guys, make sure y'all salute. Served our country, United States Army or Sergeant, man. So show that respect to Jeremy. He's a big Raider fan too, man. I love that guy. What's up, Jeremy?
I look like a big lobster right now.
Yeah. Hey, do y'all remember the episode of Family Guy with Peter sunburned? Oh no, Stewie. My bad. When Stewie got all sunburned, he was all red and shit. Am I the only one that watches Family Guy?
No.
Okay.
I don't remember all the episodes like that.
Well, I'm being a stand-up comedian as long as I've been. I love animation, comedy. So I've seen every episode of Simpsons, Family Guy. I love Cleveland, Bob's Burgers. Even though the movie left me wanting more, but I get why they did it. It felt rushed.
Fuck.
When they get quiet, that means motherfuckers is concentrating.
That's because we get down to the end of it now. Now you got
no. You're getting down to your bit, and your bench is where you win and lose in fantasy football. It's not your starters; it's your bench. I got to fill up this D. What do I need on defense? I got both D linemen locked. I got 2 linebackers. I need 1 linebacker. Okay, linebacker in a corner. Let's go a corner. Who's a turnover machine that's still left on the board? Give me a guy that can go get the ball. Who's going to go get the ball for me? Oh shit, JC Jackson's still on the board? Bam.
Your team is now on the clock.
Fuck yeah. Him? Oh my God. What? JC Jackson and Xavier Howard are my corners? The 2 guys that lead the NFL in picks since 2018? Thanks, guys.
I think J.C. Jackson's going to be on your injured reserve for a few weeks.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. You know, I'm not worried about that at all. I don't need him in week 1 through 4, 1 through. I don't need him then. I need him when he's playing the Raiders late in the year, when he's playing the Chiefs late in the year, when he's playing the Broncos later, and he's getting those big picks and those big pass deflections that get me points. Remember, fractional scoring, baby. Mo, do you want to just send me my $100 now for them fuck eyes? Do you want to just give it to me now? I'll take it now. If you want to wait till the end of the year, we can wait till the end of the year. But if you want to just give it to me now, you can just give it to me now.
Bro, we're winning the Big Ten championship. That's guaranteed. That's a lock. That's a lock.
You watch Colin? Did you watch? And I don't watch him all the time. You watch Colin today?
Watch Colin? No, but I seen his dumbass tweet. Fuck him.
He said the same thing I said. They got holes. They have holes. They have holes, man. Watch. They have holes.
Tell me their holes.
Watch the games. You'll see them.
Your team
Tell me their holes.
We already talked,
You can't be concerned about the offense.
You're gonna have
I don't care about
Ohio State and the Cowboys. You're gonna be disappointed.
I'm not disappointed with the Cowboys anymore. I know what to expect. The Miami Heat.
Oh, so you good there? You good there?
Yeah.
You
Man.
you looking forward to basketball season, basically.
Nah, I look forward to college football season every year, bro. Every year, college football. That's the only hope
He's
I
such an
have every year.
asshole. Oh God, y'all motherfuckers are funny, man. Y'all motherfuckers are funny. Let me grab another receiver.
I tell you, I love it because the answer was real quick. Like, hell no.
I just want to know what when you watch that Ohio State game and you're concerned about them right now. Like, what's the concern?
Okay, all fan. Okay, fine. No, let's do this real quick. All fan on the side. We're gonna put on the Most Sports Up in Flames podcast and the Big Vanilla Hat.
I'd like to hear this.
When a coach has to keep saying certain same things over and over again, who are you trying to convince? You trying to convince us, or you trying to convince yourself? And Ohio State was pushed around a few times last year, and I just thought that the defense just wasn't what it was. But what the word was used from the media and the narrative was their toughness. Now, I never questioned their toughness all last season. Even Michigan running for over 300 yards.
No, they were soft last year. They were soft last year. Let's be honest.
This and shoved it up their ass over 300 yards on the ground.
Bro, they were soft last year.
But you're returning the same. There's not a difference making stud. I like the corner. I like the true
Denzel Burke.
The defense. You're playing Notre Dame. They were able to make some plays, but they couldn't move the ball. You can see in the second quarter they didn't have a guy that splits out that you can say, hey, go give me 30 right now. Go give me 25. Go give me 22. I'm going to just throw this up. They don't have that guy. Defenses look better when you're playing offenses that don't have that guy. If I flip the ball over, and you and I did your show, you did my show last week or 2 weeks, we talked about it. I like Smith and Jigba, bro. I think he's legit. I like Garrett Wilson and Olave, bro. I just can't fuck with him because they fuck us. But as a football guy, those were really great receivers. And I know you have, they got the number one receiver from the 2020 class or the 2021 class. Okay, that's fine. But just because you got that guy
Now on the clock.
doesn't mean he's going to turn into what you expect him to be. And when Smith and Jigba goes down, I'm looking for a guy to go make a play, and I just didn't see it. Stroud, a lot of times.
Emeka.
Stroud just looked a little not lost, but just kind of a little like starstruck. Like, I know it's opening week. I know it can be tough sometimes. But he looked a little like the moment was a little big for him. And when
I'm gonna ask you a question by saying that. I got a question to follow you saying that.
Okay.
My takeaway on that was when let me make this pick. Was when Jackson Smith and Jigba went down, I feel like their plan was to run the ball and allow Smith and Jigba to make big plays. When he went down, they went away. They said, all right, our plan's done. All they wanted to do was beat the number 5 team and get out of there. That's all they had to do. And that's all they did. What team do we play this year that has a guy? Outside of Michigan. That's the only game that has playmakers that you have to worry about. There's nobody else on my schedule I'm worried about.
You're not worried about the receivers and the running and the freshman Gatorade Player of the Year out of Penn State this year?
No.
Okay. I'm just asking.
Are you worried about Penn State this year?
When's the last time Penn State beat Michigan?
When's the last time? Penn State never beats us twice in a row. They didn't beat us last year, but they'll never beat us twice. I'm not worried about Penn State.
Okay.
Wisconsin on the road is tough just because it's Wisconsin on the road.
You know what? I looked that up. I think that's in the horseshoe.
No, I'm pretty sure it's in Wisconsin.
Okay, now if it's in Camp Randall, then I think differently about that game. If that's September 24th, right?
Is on the clock.
Yeah, we're not playing Jackson Smith and Jigba until then.
Yeah. And I'm telling you,
it's at Wisconsin.
It's in Camp Randall. All right.
Oh no, it's a home game. I lied. It's a home game.
That's what I thought. I looked that up, man. That's what I thought.
We play Michigan State on the road. Only thing with Michigan State is that game.
You have a better team than them, but that game is late enough to where that coaching staff, kind of like what they did last year, can have those guys all on the same page of what they want out of them. And
it's gonna
that game with you guys in late November last year was touted to be this big time game, and you guys scraped them off the. Off the mat.
Yeah, but with that game with Michigan State, sometimes when we play them at that point in time, it's rainy in East Lansing. It changes. We run the ball instead of trying to blow Michigan State out. They'll probably be ranked. We ain't got to blow them out. All we had to do was handle business against Notre Dame, and that's what we did. We got out of there with a win. We beat a top 5 team. Whether you think they're overrated, there were a lot of teams that were overrated this weekend. Let's just be honest.
I hate preseason polls, so everybody's overrated.
I hate preseason polls too. And I think, you want me to be honest, I think Georgia should be number 1. That's just me. They the reigning champions, and the way they look, bro, they got to be number 1.
Yeah.
At least for now. Like, they beat Bama. I just give them number 1. And Stetson Bennett kind of looks like a god now.
Well, I mean, when you win a national championship and you have all that talent around you, you get the whole season, off season to know. It's like Travis for Florida State. Travis knows he's the guy. Florida State's going to be good this year. I know. Listen, if they don't fumble on the goal line, they win by 3 touchdowns, right? They don't fumble on the goal line. That's a 17-point win. Probably going to get the ball back and probably kick a field goal to cap the game off. That's a 3-score game. You know, LSU made it look a lot better than it was, but LSU's got big issues because their quarterback, the analysts were like, oh, he's running for his life. No, he's not. He drops his eyes after the first read and wants to use his athletic ability and take off. Brian Kelly's got to rein. They got to rein that kid in.
Yeah, you talking about Jaden Daniels? Yeah.
Yeah, they got to rein that
their
kid
offensive line. Their offensive line sucks too.
Yeah, well, they have a freshman left tackle, so that's never going to be,
that's
never ideal.
But I don't know. I think this college football season gonna have a lot more parity than people think.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fucking talent in college football right now. Like, USC gonna be good. I'm looking forward to that Tennessee versus Pittsburgh game this Saturday. Like, those are 2 quarterbacks I want to watch. Kentucky versus Florida. There's some good ass teams in college football. I don't think Bama and Georgia and Ohio State is so much better than everybody than people thought. Probably Georgia, but they'll have to play each other. So we'll see. I don't think they're head and shoulders above everybody, like everybody said coming into the season.
And when it gets down to you trying to find fucking defensive players, man, Jesus.
Your team is now on the
You're
clock.
trying to make sure you got guys on defense, man. But I also too with this league, all of you would do is trust me. You're not gonna like every pick. I guarantee by tomorrow afternoon, you guys would have cut and tried to pick up like 2 different guys. Because I'm looking at my list now, and somebody just like, did I really want that linebacker? But I can go back and make that move if need be.
There's always going to be some guy on defense that's just kind of a baller.
Unless somebody gets injured, I'll be good with my lineup because this week.
I'm good with my start. I'm definitely good with my start.
We're so late.
My
If
bench.
this was like 2 weeks ago, then I'd fit it with my lineup all day long.
Yeah, that's why I hold my draft after preseason and after the 53-man roster has been set. That's why I purposely hold my draft this late all the time for that reason.
I'm so tired of y'all.
Let me see here.
Damn, y'all.
I hope did I take your pick? Please tell me I took your pick.
Your team.
I'm looking for some guys that I think maybe some of y'all might want.
My pick was taken. The pick before Jonathan Simmons.
Just to throw on my bench here. I like
getting Jameis.
I need another tight end.
You took Jameis. I wanted Jameis.
Yeah, I like Jameis as my 3rd quarterback.
Let me
I wanted him over Wentz, but you took him. So I was like, let me just get Wentz because there's nobody else that's really a starter on this fucking list.
Yep.
I was contemplating him or Matt Ryan, but
y'all some straight bitches. Y'all some straight bitches. Somebody took Tua.
Who took Tua?
Y'all talk all that shit about Tua and he's not on the board. Y'all full of shit, man. Y'all are full
who
of
took
shit.
Tua?
Tua got taken in a round ago.
It don't matter. He ain't on the board when I wanted him. I don't give a fuck when he got taken.
Well, in that scenario, there's really nobody left on the board. There's 3 starters.
Why don't nobody want Zach Wilson bum ass? Where the fuck is Jesus at? Hey, Jesus, Mr. Stealth Green. Bum ass Jets fan, you fucking sucker that wouldn't get in the live feed. Because it's late here, Papi. It's late here, Papa.
Oh, is that one dude from the draft?
Yeah, it's the one.
Dude, the Broncos fan or the Jets fan? The Jets fan?
The Jets fan.
Oh, he should have came in.
I told him, man, because he's back. But I'm like, bro, one night stay up late and do this shit, man. Like this shit's. Well, who else is doing live streaming drafts like
It's
this,
11
bro?
o'clock, no matter where the latest it could be in the United States is 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
How late is he staying up?
Actually, 10 o'clock because we started at 7.
Yeah, but I know it's a Tuesday, but come on.
And last year, remember, I think it was a minute and a half, and that drive was long. This year, I'm like, you know what? No. We know what the fuck we're doing. I'm putting the pressure on. Even myself, I'm like, dude, 40. I've never done 45-second rounds. This is the first time I myself have ever participated in a draft where it's 45-second. This is fast.
Yeah, it's like you're on the clock, and the next thing you know is 10 seconds left. Like,
yeah, exactly, right? The orange pops up orange.
It was cool at first, like them first 10 rounds, like, all right, but now it's like, damn, 45 seconds ain't long at all.
Nah, man.
But I love it because it makes you think ahead. You got to be on the game.
Somebody took fire move. Shit.
You know I was going to take him. I took him last year, too.
Dude, he's going to get a ton. Well, I have his quarterback that's going to be starting by week 3, so I was trying to plan ahead, but that's fine. We'll talk trade later in the year.
You got Kenny Pickett?
Of course I did. He should be starting.
He's not going to be.
He'll be starting in the first 5 games, guaranteed.
They just named Mitchell Trubisky a captain. He's not.
I don't give a shit.
You should.
I don't give a shit.
He's not starting.
Put a grub up on it. Put a grub up on it.
Let's go. Why would you start a second-round draft pick when you're not going to be
yo,
anyway?
Put a grub hub on it, bro.
Grub up. Let's go. I'm down.
Right.
Grub up. What week? What week is he starting by? Let's know that right now.
When's their bye?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
The bye is 9. The bye is 9. So I say under on the 9. Week 7.
Oh, Grubhub. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, of course, there's a chance he'll get injured, but if he doesn't get injured,
it doesn't matter. The deal is just.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. If he does not, that's the only way I see him not starting.
Shit.
He should be starting, and I'll tell you why. Luis, we talk a lot of quarterbacks. After I finish this answer, jump in on this. What's their record with Mitch Trubisky? 8 wins, right? 7, 8 wins. Yeah. What's going to be your record with Pickett? 5 wins, probably what, 5 or 6 wins with Pickett in the defense and being able to run the ball with Najee and still having some dudes on the outside. That's a 1 or 2 game difference. It's not going to make a difference. You're not getting to the playoffs. You got to see what you got in this kid now because next year is a big quarterback draft class. You could be drafting again. So find out from day 1. Don't wait till week 12, week 13. That's not going to show you shit.
Well, hold on. They can still take a quarterback next year because they took a second-round draft pick. So even if they take a quarterback in the first round, it's not going to be that big of a deal. And second of all, why do we have to start a quarterback? They're not going to be good. They're not going to make the playoffs. So why would we put them out there to get beat up? There's nothing wrong with
I don't think the Steelers are going to be bad enough to get a Bryce Young or Stroud, though, if that's what you're aiming for.
Thank you.
Yeah, so
you got to see, and also too, this is a point. And Luis, jump in after this. Would you? And I'll ask Ichi. Go around the clock. Would you rather have a rookie backup or a veteran backup, Tyler? Just pick one. A rookie backup or a veteran backup?
It depends on who the
I'd
backup
go with
is.
the veteran backup right now.
Mo?
Let the young guy learn.
Yeah, I'd go with the veteran backup. I kind of throw him out there in the fire.
Mitchell Trubisky is not a veteran backup.
He's 5. What is he in year 5?
He's not a veteran backup.
No, but see,
yes, he is. Yes, Trubisky is.
It depends on the backup. Because
no.
If you got a backup, like the guy that just retired, Ryan Fitzpatrick, who doesn't want to be a backup, he's going to fuck over your rookie. So you can't have a guy that's got the chip on his shoulder who thinks he's a starter when he's not. Mitchell Trubisky, I agree. I don't think he's a starting quarterback in the NFL. I've said that since he was drafted, and you know that, VJ. That being said, I would 100% go with Kenny Pickett. The Steelers are now contending for a Super Bowl. They're not contending for a playoff spot. You got to see what your young guys have. Let them build some continuity. Let them get together because you got Harris who's young. You've got Johnson who's young. Now you bring in Pickett. Let them develop some chemistry because it's going to be 2 or 3 years before you're contending in that division again. The Bengals are good. The Ravens are always right there. Cleveland on paper always seems to look good the last couple of years. Whether they can put it together or not, that's a whole nother story.
Jeremy,
I think my
biggest issue. Hold on. Let Jeremy jump in. Jeremy, you want a rookie backup or you want a veteran backup?
I'm taking a veteran backup.
All right, Eric, go ahead and plead your case.
Hey, the Raiders got to do something. Like,
So,
fuck.
This is the case. Mitchell Trubisky's not a veteran backup. He's a guy that thinks he should be a starter. He was 3 years under Matt Nagy. He went to the playoffs, or 4 years. He went to playoffs twice. He went back under Josh Allen so he could sit down and do the same thing that Marcus Mariota, Teddy Bridgewater, and Jameis Winston did. When they come out of that, he's not a backup, so he's going to fight for the job. Second of all, if they're not going to contend for 2 to 3 years, I don't understand what's the sense in putting your team out, a young quarterback out, that just for him to learn and possibly get beat up and lose his confidence because they're not going to be good. When we've seen in the last couple years, sitting quarterbacks is not that big of a deal to let them catch up to game speed.
But you know why though?
When sitting, wait, there was a point in time when sitting quarterbacks was normal, but then the money made it not. He's not a first-round draft pick. He's a second-round draft pick. You can literally sit him. If he didn't beat Mitchell Trubisky out in camp, why would you start him?
Who said he didn't beat him out in camp just because?
Then why isn't he starting? Why isn't he starting? Mitch is on a 1-year deal. He's obviously not their quarterback of the future. So if he did not beat him out and he got voted a captain,
I'll tell you why. I think there was a wink. I think there was a wink handshake between Mitchell and his agent that he would at least be named the starter for this, like you said, contract year. Give him an opportunity to show and be able to move on and go somewhere else next year. I really believe that's possible.
That's fine. But where are you getting the wink handshake from? Because if we're just pulling shit out of the air, I can do that too. Based off of what we see, he got voted a captain by players.
I'm not pulling shit out of the air. Hold on. Whoa. I'm not pulling shit out of the air. That's something that's a probability I was told by somebody that I trust. That happens a lot.
That's fine. Nope, that's fine. That's completely fine.
That happens a lot in the NFL. Yeah. It happens a lot in pro sports.
I know it does. I just don't.
It happens a lot in pro sports.
I know that completely does, but at the same time, we have to put in some credit, give the team credit when the players voted him captain. So if he didn't beat out Kenny Pickett, are the players really going to vote him captain? No, they're not going to.
I think though this year they looking at the quarterback. I think part of the problem this year is they're looking at the quarterbacks for next year though. There's 4 to 5 guys that are gonna go in the first round that you're like, if Kenny Pickett's not the guy, we can run that back again. I don't think they'll be bad enough for Stroud or Young, but there's Will Levis, who watch him this week against Florida. Like there's some 4 or 5 first round guys that if Kenny Pickett's not the guy, you revisit that situation. We've seen people do it and take back-to-back quarterbacks, but you got to find out if he's not the guy. Because what if he's not? Will Levis is sitting there and they pass on him and he goes to Minnesota and he becomes a top 15 quarterback. Like you passed on him waiting on Kenny Pickett and Kenny Pickett never delivered. I think he'll be good.
Steelers. How many quarterbacks have the Steelers had in the last 30 years?
Fucking what? However long.
Hold on. I want to take a shot at this. Nobody.
Patch.
In the last, don't name them. Let me take a shot at this. Hold on. In the last 30 years.
Since 1990.
Since 1990.
That's 30 years. 92. That's 30 years.
5. Is it 3?
We know they're not a team that consistently does this. They might have gotten their guy and may wait for that guy to be good. The Steelers are an organization that I trust. If they named him the starter, I'm not going against that organization that has had maybe 4 to 5 quarterbacks in 30 years.
If that's your synopsis, then I won't rebuttal that. If that's your synopsis, I won't rebuttal that.
Okay.
If you're saying I'm going to trust them, because I trust organizations.
Yep.
So if you're saying I'm going to trust the organization, then I mean there's not much I can buck with that. So I'm not mad at that right there. How y'all like y'all teams?
So far, I like it.
Okay.
I won't know till we find out till we actually see them.
Everything will look good on paper at first. And,
it's like the Cowboys every year. Everything looks good on paper, and then they get to the playoffs, and they can't run a fucking 30 seconds.
I just want you to know you are getting the rookie treatment right now, homie.
You are definitely getting it,
but I'm a Cowboys fan too.
This is what I want to do right now, man. I'm gonna go back to sharing the screen, and I like to do. We did this last year too, man. I just want to run through everybody's team. I'll only hold y'all on for another like 15, 20 minutes, and then I'll let y'all go. Y'all do what y'all got to do.
Hey,
it's
DJ, can I say this real quick?
Go
if
ahead,
my
bro.
team was on if my team was a Madden roster, I'm whooping everybody's ass.
No. If your team was a Madden roster, you'd probably know all the fucking little glitches and shit.
Nah, if my team was
Madden, you could run a stretch play the whole year and not be stopped.
From a Madden standpoint, I'm whooping ass, but I don't know how it's gonna go.
Hey, what do you play on? We could definitely take this up and stream it. I'm down for that. I play Madden.
I got a PS5.
Oh, see, I ain't got that yet. Yeah.
You ain't have to say, you know what, though, real talk, you ain't have to say it like that. Yeah, oh yeah, I got the PS. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't got it. Not because I can't afford it. It's because I'm
fuck out of here, man. I don't have one. Yeah. So
I got it when it first dropped though.
Yeah, I wasn't doing all that shit.
And then you're gonna add that. Now you're gonna add that shit.
I got lucky, bro.
I got it when it first dropped.
My ankle was broke, so while everybody was at work, I was able to sit on 5 different websites and put it in.
Oh gosh,
it ain't that important to have a fucking job at work to get paid to go get a job to get a PS5. No.
Nah, it was because my ankle was broke. That's why I wanted it, because I was at home for 6 months. So I was like, yeah, bro, I need this PS5.
I heard the new Madden was. I didn't buy it on the PS4 because you could cross play, but it's copy and paste from last year.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's different this year, but
the PS5 version is, but not the PS4.
Yeah, the PS5, I like it. I mean, I don't complain about Madden, bro. I play Madden every year. I don't complain about it. It is what it is. It's the product. That's what you.
I complain about it. I hate that fuck. I complain about it. I hate that fucking game.
I buy it every year.
I haven't bought it. I haven't had Madden. I haven't had Madden in a decade. I'm going on my 10th year of not having. No, I'm sorry. My 9th year not having Madden. That's because I'm such a football purist and a video game purist. I want them to fix the bullshit that they know they can fix, but they choose not to. And now the game doesn't even look good, guys. The guys don't even run fluent no more. It looks choppy as hell. I watch people post their videos of their streaming shares and shit. I'm like, man, I'm glad I don't play this shit no more. All right, so let's start with Chiefs Kingdom. My man Eric.
Do it.
Down and say, man, I'm going to first. Dak, Josh, Derek, Keenan, Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas, I'll be honest with you, I don't mind that pick. I think he'll have a big year. I think he'll bounce back. But there is the opposite end that, remember, they almost cut him. He got into a fight at practice with a guy, and when it was supposed to be over, he swung and kind of sucker punched the guy again. And it rubbed a lot of grown men in that locker room wrong, and they almost cut him. And the front office wouldn't let Sean Payton let him go. So he could have an explosive year, or he could be that fuck guy that's got an attitude problem in the NFL like a lot of them be having, and then now his career is just over. Like Daniel Schultz, Aaron Jones, nice. Carson Wentz. People don't believe in him, but I see why you took him. J.K. Dobbins, another fuck guy that I do like, though, coming in off the ACL. Rashad Bateman, I'm just not feeling these weapons that they're putting around. My guy, I love Lamar Jackson. He's one of my favorite goddamn players. I hate the way he's being treated there. Valdez-Scantling, homer pick, but I don't mind it. Dawson, you went big Buffalo. That's one thing I did get from your team. Buffalo. It's 4 Buffalo guys. Let's run through your defense here. Bosa, Allen, Holcomb, Bolton, Harris. Boy, who are your DBs? Queen. Let me see what we got. Wilson. All right, Buda Baker. Buda Baker. He should be starting. I'd start him. I'd start him over Kevin Byard.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely probably.
Anyway, so what was your thought process of building this team?
So originally it was just let's see who's available, the best pick. And then after that, it was going defense after I got my offense set up. And then it was just picking guys that I thought would have good things. Like I got Gabriel Davis to go with Josh Allen. I also picked Dawson Knox. So both of my tight ends go back and forth. They're tagged up with my quarterbacks. And then you picked a lot of my fucking people that I wanted. So that was kind of fun.
Because I'm not gonna say you still. I don't like. Oh, you stealing my stuff.
No, you ain't stealing. You just picked them.
Like you picked them. I talked a lot last year. Last year was the first year of all my years playing fantasy, guys, that I really put out how I draft. I normally would keep it close to the vest, but I kind of wanted to show those draft geeks, like the guys that come out with their blogs and their draft, but they don't watch college art. This is like their life, and there's a market for it. So I'm not knocking it. I'm in the market of entertainment, so I get it. But I aim to shit on those guys every single year. I've never lost to a draft expert ever. Fuck your draft expert. Fuck your draft show. Bro, I watch football. And the guys that watch football can draft teams. But I always told people all last year, I always match up a quarterback with an offensive weapon. I don't understand guys that don't. And ironically, those guys don't win championships. It's double points. You're getting double fucking points. That's why I'm pissed somebody took Tua. Because I know of at least 3 or 4 Sundays, I start him, Waddle Hill, I'm winning that week. I'm probably going to win that week. Because just the match, I got his 2 receivers that he's throwing to. But Keenan Allen, I love that pick. Derrick Henry, for that to be your start running back, if there's anything I would critique, if there's anything I would go, it'd probably be your running backs.
I just got a question real quick on this. Just a fantasy question. Yeah. Why is Derrick Henry falling so much? Because he got injured last year.
Because I've
seen this in a lot of drafts.
You know what? Hold up. No, I'll do this. I'll let you guys tell us why you think that is. Luis, why do you think Derrick Henry's falling?
The only thing I can think of is that maybe the loss of A.J. Brown, people are going to crowd the line a little bit more. But that's really the only thing I can think of. Running backs get hurt. People are going to sit there and say, oh, he got hurt. Maybe he's already on the downside of his career. The guy rushed for 2,000 yards just 2 years ago. The guy is still a beast. And come playoff time, especially fantasy playoff time, that's usually when he's hitting his stride. So I don't understand why he's falling so much.
Jeremy, why do you think he's falling down the boards, homie?
Because 2 years ago he rushed for 2,000 yards.
Wow.
He's got so many miles on his tires. They use him so damn much. I don't think the injury last year is. I think it's the injury bug is going to continue if they continue using him.
Somebody turn down their TV or whatever else you got up. Somebody turn that down. We can hear it. Thank you. Mo, why do you think he's falling? I mean, I think we all agree it's the 2,000 yards and then the foot injury, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the one injury leads to another. It's the Christian McCaffrey, the Ezekiel Elliott, the Saquon Barkley, the Dalvin Cook, we can go to every running back outside of what
injury,
Todd Gurley, like
and the
one injury.
Wide receivers now.
Yeah, and we're in a passing league.
And we're in a passing league. All right, so now, but not a bad squad, bro. Like I said, you play a lot of fantasy. I'm not going to sit here and beat your team up. You play a lot of fantasy. You watch a lot of fucking football, like the rest of us here. Let's my man Tyler. I love Tyler, man. Tyler's my friend. Tyler, if Tyler ever need a black friend to go beat up somebody, I'm his black friend he can call. He knows, he probably knows if I need to call a black guy that'll go act really stupid and take care of this for me. I know VJ knows a lot of guys from the underworld in LA. VJ may not go do it, but I know he'll get it done. I will tell you this, man. I love your team, bro. Lamar, Burrow, Najee, DK, Pittman, Jefferson, Higbee, Cam, Ryan Tannehill, suck ass. I don't like that pick. Michael Carter, I'm not gonna say shit about a bum ass Jet. McCole Hardman, I think he's the deep threat now. I think because he was always fast. He's a speed guy. Pickens is gonna be huge. Hunter Henry is gonna get a shitload of targets. I can't take him because he's a Patriot, so I can't draft him. Pickens it's funny. People are like, Pickens, what a find. Dude, he's a second round draft pick. Well, like they found this guy in the 5th and 6th round. Everybody can't go in the first round. Love your kicking. Oh, you went Bills defense, smart defense. Golden, Bosa. You guys love those fuck guys rushing from the end, those steroid freaks, because they've been busted. So I don't want to hear shit from Mo. All right, Tyler, talk to us, man. What were you? Is this Lamar? Let's start with Lamar because we know it hurt you last year. Is this your you owe me year, Lamar?
No. It's I just have to get by week 10. Week 10, I'm going to be screwed because Burrow and Jackson are both on byes. But other than that, I'm expecting big numbers again.
I got a
question. Rushing.
Are you a fantasy draft guy? Like, are you into fantasy? Because you drafted kind of like a fantasy expert.
No.
Okay.
No, he's no, and I could back.
I was just wondering.
He's just a really smart football guy. Like,
yeah, because a lot of the picks he has are really smart.
I've stood at the desk at work with him, and we've talked way too long. We probably should have been getting more work done. But when me and this real shit, when me and this dude gets going, it snowballs. I'll be honest with you. I like his team. It's a point. Fantasy's about points, and it's a point bonanza. DK is going to get all the number one targets, right? Pittman's going to get all the number one targets. Jefferson's going to get all the number one targets. Higbee, he's gonna be stuck at quarterback though, because Ryan's your backup, and Malik Willis will be starting by week 10.
That
so Ryan's got
Landry pickup too. That's nice.
Yeah, no, the Landry pickup is huge because he's a veteran receiver, and you saw when Jameis, and I know it was preseason, but you could see the juice that him and Landry had. Like you could see the connection. His first 3 pass attempts were all to Jarvis Landry, crossing routes. One was a shallow comeback, and one was like a 7-yard out. You could tell that's his guy until we know we have from Michael Thomas. Landry's not done, guys. I know he may not be a star. His biggest mistake was wanting out of Miami. If he just stuck around for one extra year, if he just stuck around for one more year, he'd be on that roster now with Tariq and with Waddle and Gesicki at the tight end. He'd still be there. But because you wanted to leave, and they're like, okay, fine, we'll trade you. We'll trade you to Cleveland. How'd that work out for you? And then his performance in Cleveland makes people think he can't do it anymore because Cleveland sucks and no one picks him up. So he has to come back home to the Saints on a pay cut. He's going to have a big year. Like I said, you got guys that are major target guys. Pickens will be big later in the year, I believe. And Hunter Henry's going to get – I think Hunter Henry will lead the Patriots in targets. Mac Jones is going to throw to him anytime he possibly can. They don't have any other receiver, so – solid squad, man. But once again, you were right there at the end. You were leading your division last year, and then your quarterback went down. Let's go check out my man Mo Money Bags, fuck-eyed Cowboy fan. Like this motherfucker, his football season is about to suck ass. Tyler, Carr, Amara, Brooks, Dante, Jamar. I like your team, bro.
I do.
I like your team, bro. Nah, I'm fucking with you. Cooper, who's throwing Cooper the ball though?
Jacoby Brissett, but it doesn't matter. You're getting 10 to 12 targets a game.
Who's throwing DK the ball?
Okay, all right.
Hey, he's gonna get 10
who's throwing? You like deep?
Hold on. Look, he's gonna get targeted, but with Jacoby Brissett, them shit's gonna be to the left, too high, too low, to the right.
You like Gino over Brissett.
We're gonna use the buzzwords. DK Metcalf has the catch radius to compensate for bad quarterback play.
Tyler, you're fucking stupid. Catch radius my ass. You play with Jacoby Brissett. Listen, I'm a Dolphin fan. I saw it up close and personal. I'm trying to figure out how the hell are you even a second quarterback in the league? How are you a backup? He's that bad. Bro, watch how bad Cleveland looks until Deshaun gets back.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be ugly.
Whoa.
I don't care if you can run the football. I don't care if you have a roster of talent. In the NFL, Pop Warner, high school, USFL, Canadian League, XFL, college football, if you do not have a QB1, you have zero shot.
Yep.
Zero. And they don't have QB1. They don't even have a QB2. They are in a lot of trouble. So you could say they're getting targets, but we'll see. I love your defense, though. I ain't gonna front. You bitch. You're the one who took Jerome Baker. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm only doing this part because I want to see who took who, because I'm really coming after your ass during the season. No, you should trade me. Listen, I'll text you later, man. Come on, be my friend. You should trade me Jerome Baker and Antoine Winfield Jr. We should talk about a trade here.
Damn,
Never mind. I can't do that. His dad, I can't do that. His dad was a fuck guy. Never mind.
You're tripping over how you like Drew Lock and Geno Smith over Jacoby Brissett. Because you literally said with DK Metcalf,
I will take both of those quarterbacks over Jacoby Brissett. Absolutely.
All I'm saying is, on one hand, you have shit throwing to DK Metcalf, and on the other hand, you have shit throwing to
Mark. That too easy. Yo, Eric, you made that too easy, bro. You made that shit too easy. My man Jeremy, the silent assassin. Let me tell you something. He don't never say much. He don't really say shit. but that's one white boy I don't want to fight at the bar. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm not fighting that white boy.
You.
Real talk. If I was out at the bar and I had at least like 2 brothers with me and they came and tapped me, was like, yo, man, we gonna fuck this crack up right here. And I was like, oh, and they pointed to Jeremy. I'd be like, yo, man, y'all better leave that quiet glasses wearing motherfucker alone. He'll blow this whole goddamn building up.
You 100% right. Jeremy is
Y'all better leave that quiet ass dude alone. Look, man, are you kidding me? He'll blow your car up, bro. Y'all better leave that little white dude alone. I'm telling y'all gotta be like, first of all, the man was a sergeant in the army. Okay, that's number one. Number two, you see, he don't say much because he watching. When dudes watch, they'll fuck you up. You better leave him alone. If I ever need a white friend to go fuck up a white person, look, if I ever need a white friend to go fuck up a white person, Jeremy is who I call.
The Raiders fan drafted Patrick Mahomes and Juju Smith-Schuster.
Of course, you take the best quarterback on the board.
Hey,
what the fuck are you talking about?
You're gonna be cheering for the Chiefs. You're gonna be cheering for my Chiefs every game except for when they play the Raiders.
Hey guys, remember earlier I said I like when Eric goes against a certain guy. Remember I said that earlier, guys? This is the guy. Listen, hey, watch this. Hey, Jeremy, go ahead and break your team down to Eric for us, buddy.
Come here, Bob.
He's just mad. He's just mad because I drafted before him and I got home.
On the thing right now, he's got 3 AFC West.
Your turn, Eric. Let him speak.
You're right. Why wouldn't I draft the AFC West? That's this year is going to be the best division in the fucking NFL. What are you talking about? Why wouldn't you go for the AFC West?
I like your team, man. Matthew, that's Matthew. Vita Veda, he's a plugger on the line. Nice pickup on the bench there. Michael Parsons, there's 14, 15 sacks. Max Crosby, there's another 12 sacks. Jonathan Allen, there's 8 or 9 TFLs right there by that guy, maybe 10 on that Washington defensive line. I like your squad, bro. I'm not going to front, man. I'm okay, bro. Matt Ryan is your backup, is your third quarterback. Pitts targets, Renfro targets, Juju targets. Don't like the Cobb, he's just old. I feel why you took him. The Baker pick's smart, bro, because people don't realize it's fantasy. We're not saying Panthers are going to be good, but Baker's got weapons there, and if McCaffrey can stay on the field, he'll get numbers because of his weapons that are there. So I like this team, man.
And I think he's going to embarrass the Browns week 1.
Yeah.
Oh, God. He can't wait to play the Browns in week 1. He can't wait to play the Browns. Oh, my God. He can't wait. Isn't there some other revenge game this year, guys? Help me out. It's early. I'm not the Russell Wilson, because that's not a revenge game. He wanted out. They wanted to move on. There wasn't no feeling. The Cleveland Baker thing had feelings with it. There's another feelings revenge game like early. Help me out, guys.
It's week 1 too. It's hold on.
Yeah, help me out. There's somebody that, and they're going back. Fuck. Help me look for it, Eric. Why look what you're saying. Anyway, Jeremy, nice squad, man. Nice squad. You know what? I'm gonna admit this, guys. I didn't admit it last year because I was waiting. I don't know yet, but I might have been wrong on Kyle Pitts. I thought Kyle Pitts was over, not slightly. I thought he was overrated in Florida because playing with Tony faces a lot of double teams, and if you watch a lot of the games, Kyle Pitts is running free because there's 3 guys covering Tony. And I didn't know if that could translate to the NFL. He had a great year, either right above 1,000 or right below 1,000. And he's now the guy there. He's going to suffer because they're going to play Mariota. There's another quarterback situation right there. Once again, just start Desmond Ridder. Just start the rookie. Mariota's going to win you probably the same amount of games Desmond Ridder. And this whole if you're ready thing, I hate that, guys. I'm dropping that from my vocabulary of football. He may not be ready. You're never ready in life until you do this shit. Like, you don't know when you're ready. Why don't you have kids yet? Oh, I'm not ready. How do you know you're not ready? You don't know if you're not. Dude, there's no such thing as ready when you have a baby. It changes your life when you become a parent. There's no such thing. And everybody on here, I believe, other than Tyler, is a parent. And like, everybody agree, right? When you became a parent, didn't that shit change and you didn't know it was going to change like that?
You knew a lot was going to change.
Hey, I ain't a parent, but I'm Eric's daddy.
Joe Flacco, it's the Ravens and the Jets with the Joe Flacco revenge game.
He said, I'm not a parent, but I'm Eric's daddy. Wow, Eric's daddy. I love that one, man. That's funny. That's good stuff.
Can I get some allowance, motherfucker?
Come on in, buddy. My son wants to come in. Come on in, kiddo. You're good. Come here. Come say hi to all daddy's friends. Come here. Oh, he wants to play.
VJ, can I just say something?
Oh, Aces are winning. 51-47.
Hey, VJ, let me say something real quick.
Go ahead, Mo.
So I just got an email from NFL Fantasy. My draft grade was an A+, projected record 13-1, projected finish first.
You know what that means?
That means I'm gonna go
You know
last.
what that means?
Exactly.
I'll let somebody else answer that for him.
Look,
Go ahead.
the year I won, what was it? 2 years ago, they graded me an F when I drafted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means I'm gonna go last.
So I just want you to know that's real cute, but we don't go by that shit in the Vesn Sports League. Sorry.
Somehow I got an A2. I'm projected third.
I don't even look at that. Where do you guys find that? I've never even looked at that shit.
It emailed it to me.
They gave me a C and said I'm gonna go 4-10.
It just emailed all you guys to your email?
Yeah. It gives you the draft summary. You could go on you could check it in the draft.
Oh no, I see it right here. Let's see. See, this is stupid. They gave me a draft grade of B, but projected me to be 6 and 8 and finish 6.
Also, the problem is if you have a lot of rookies, if you have rookies, they don't factor those in to your draft grade as well.
I don't think I have a single rookie.
But a B draft is going to yield me 6 and 8. Okay, so let's do this. I didn't and it says Big Vanilla hoards solid wideout. So I guess they're saying I'm great at the receiver position. Okay, fine. I'll give everybody a chance to read theirs. Okay, see, I don't care about this shit so much. I've never, in 12 years of doing fantasy, I've never even looked at this shit. So fine, I'll make it some fun. After picking 6 overall, the Big Vanilla Funny is projected to land 6th place in the Vesn Sports League. Let's hope that prediction serves as a bulletin board material. They honed in on receivers early, using the first 3 selections on pass catchers. Early position investment helped to yield one of the top foursomes in receivers in the league. So that's the just the short version. I have a full.
VJ, if you go to league and hit draft recap, you can show everybody's on the screen too.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So
I have it up right now. So go to hit the league and then go to draft recap, and it will show like yours, and then you could scroll down.
Yeah, there we go.
Exactly what yours says.
Is it up? Oh, okay. Is it up now? Can you guys see it? I'm still sharing this screen.
Yeah, we see a little bit of it. Yeah.
Let's see here.
Well, I might be screwed. Kamara might get suspended.
Yeah. Right, so other managers may have passed on Diamond in the Rough as Travis Etienne. Dropped to 146 versus a draft position possibly of 57.1. Other NFL drafters choosing Tyreek in the first round was somewhat of a stretch. That's fine, 6 overall. But in his average draft position is 22nd. Fantasy host Big Vanilla Funny might rest heavily on the fortunes of the Dolphins, and they had 6 of them on their roster. All right, so I won't go deep into mine. I actually kind of want to mess with a bunch of you guys, but it just shows how far do I get everybody's, or is it just going to show?
No, I'm trying to figure. I think this one doesn't give everybody's, but other leagues do. So
it's just showing mine. So
yeah, Yahoo gives
the last part I'll read. Your chances of making the playoffs, 36.9. Chances to make the championship, 18. Chances to win it all, 9. Oh, that I love. So my chances to repeat are 9.3%. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Who wants to read theirs next, man? Somebody go. I like this. I've never done this shit because I don't care about this shit, but we're going to have some fun with it. Fine. Fuck it.
What, are we just reading the draft summary?
Yeah, your draft. Yeah, your recap or whatever. Just your read. What does it say about your team?
All right, it says draft grade A+. Moneybag Mo took advantage of picking 8th overall, putting together a roster that will give opponents fits this season. They didn't overload at any one position early on, instead focusing on balance by drafting a quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and tight end within their first 5 picks. By the end of the draft, Moneybag Mo secured a better-than-average quartet of wide receivers. I can't see my whole percent to win the championship and all that.
Scroll all the way to the bottom.
Then I'm going to have to pull that up. I didn't pull it up on the app. Where'd you pull it up on the app?
You go to My League. I don't know if it's on the app.
No,
I know
you just go to League and Draft Recap.
It's not on the app. So if you go if you hit get where it says get the full recap on the email,
okay.
hit that. It will open it up for you.
Hey, yo, Mo, all that you just read, that was everything you just read, right?
Yeah.
That sounds like a bunch of horse shit to me.
Why does it sound like that? It don't, man. I can't.
That's how we talk shit in this league, bro.
You can't see it.
That's like
You
a bunch
can't
of
see
horse shit to me.
Yeah, I can't see it. I can't pull it up.
It probably at the bottom says that when it shows your percentage, it probably says HS for horse shit.
Yeah, well, they say Kamara might actually get suspended this season, so all that about to go out the window.
It said on paper. You look good
All
on
right,
paper.
we're gonna see. All right, Eric, what you got, man? What they saying about your shit?
So basically, mine says I wake up and piss excellence, and I'm the shit. That's just what it says. It literally says you're the best in the world. No, so what it says is, it says I got an A draft grade. I'm projected 11-3, projected third finish, picking 7th overall in the opening round. Had a decent showing and delivered a team that may be playoff caliber. That's kind of weird because it says projected finish 11-3, but it says maybe playoff caliber. I don't like those words. They aimed for a roster with balance at key positions, selecting the quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers within the first 5 rounds. By the time all the picks were completed, the Chiefs' kingdom secured the top pair of quarterbacks in the league. I have a 59% chance, 59.7% chance of making the playoffs, 29.2% chance of making the championship, and a 14.1% chance of winning the championship. So basically, what it just said was, I'm coming for all y'all motherfuckers next. That's all I'm gonna do.
You know what's so fun about fantasy, bro? And this is listen. Number one, I'm gonna thank y'all sincerely. All jokes aside, everybody. We did the same thing last year. I wish everybody would get it. I understand some people can or get busy or whatever. But I just wish everybody would, because it's fun to just be able to see who you're playing. I do a lot of leagues where I don't know one person in the league. I just know I'm in that league. I don't know anybody else. I do a lot of random leagues. I look at your rules. I look at your setup. I'm like, fuck it. I'll get in that league. I'll play these guys. So I want to thank you guys all for being in. But what always also makes this fun too is that we all know everybody. We all know everybody's team. So from week to week, just trust me, you guys will look at this league different than any league you've ever done before. Those defensive players, guys, are huge. They're huge. And everybody, trust me, one of our star players is going down. You just hope it's not your guy. One of these guys is going down. It's going to wreck your team. Even because there's always a guy that's not going to produce. And then there's another guy that gets hurt here. And there's another guy that's disgruntled, so he doesn't want to play hard. There's another dude that's being double teamed a lot. And he's not, leading off with the sacks. Remember last year, Tyler, when I picked up Chandler Jones, and he had like 35 points in week 1. Remember week 1? He had like 37 points. I go to work, man. I see him and another guy that I used to also work there. Where I go, thanks a lot for letting me get fucking Chandler Jones. You guys are the guy. Martin looks and goes, man, it's just week 1, BJ. Chandler Jones ain't give me no more than 4 points for like the next 10 fucking weeks.
But you had to start him.
I had to, because I remember the 35-point opening Sunday. I was like, because he had like, what, he had 4 sacks. He had like 3 tackles. He was on fire in week 1. I said, oh, you guys are going to let me get Chandler. And I picked him up. And I think later in the year, he did help me win some games. But I went through a string of about 8 straight weeks where I kept Sunday morning when I would go to my leagues, and I went to this league, as I'm scrolling, I would always go to Chandler Jones and go, God, I want to take. But he could just have that. We all have a guy like that, man, that we think is going to stud every week. And like the Bosas, whoever got the Bosa, I think the one in San Francisco, I think the one with the Chargers will play better and have better numbers than the one in San Francisco, because the one in San Francisco has already been hurt twice, and I just think it's only a matter of time before your body that's the older Bosa.
Got hurt in college too.
Also,
that's the younger.
Exactly, yeah.
The upgrade the Chargers did.
He's got Von Miller on the other side.
I think what helps Bosa in San Diego, and he's older, but he's a vet, he can still make some plays. They went and got Khalil Mack.
He got Khalil Mack on the other side.
So they got a guy on the other side. They got a dude on the other side that can.
And they got a secondary to make them quarterbacks have to be that 3-4
yeah. Oh well, yeah. You got
that allows the quarterback to
absolutely. So Luis, what they saying about, man, let me tell y'all something, man, real talk, man. This is my guy. And I mean that. I've known this guy. I've known Luis for about 8 years now. We started off doing radio together before we even saw each other. We didn't even know what each other looked like. We were doing the show. It was fun, but it just got boring. But it got tiring to both of us, and we both ended up leaving the show at different times. But him and I did connect it, started doing each other's shows. Me and this brother have done wrestling shows. For those of you guys that like wrestling, we've done wrestling shows. We've done boxing, MMA. We've talked sports. We've done movies. We did a sports movie show one time that was really fucking fun. But I love this guy to death, man. We played a celebrity sports radio broadcasting softball game together out here in Cali. What the game he won the fucking MVP. I should have won this shit. He fucking won it. And this guy is also a multiple Emmy winner. This guy's got Emmys, guys. Like real talk, he's got Emmys at his crib. So he's a dear friend of mine. I love this dude, man.
You have 9 Emmys?
Yep. We won another one this year.
Yeah.
9 Emmys. Like
he's a sports broadcasting, man. Yeah.
That's awesome. Congratulations, man. That's awesome.
And he deserves it. He's a good guy, man. Like I don't need he's the friend I don't tell none of my dirt to. I don't want to corrupt him. I don't tell him none of my dirt. As far as he's concerned, I'm a saint. I don't tell him none of my shit because I don't want to. He's such a good guy and he's such a good family man. I don't want to corrupt him. I don't want him sitting there sipping tequila one night like, you know what? VJ right, man. Fuck this shit, man. I ain't doing the goddamn dishes because then he got to deal with that shit at home, not me. I don't want to corrupt this guy, but I love him to death, man. I always want to speak. How we've sat in the skybox, we've gone to NBA games together. Me and this guy, we hang tough, man. But Luis, tell us about your squad, man.
So I can't tell you what they said because I've been, you know how I was telling you I was having issues all day with the damn email and stuff like that. I just figured out why. Because when I registered the wrong damn fucking email. So I'm on, but I ain't getting any of the shit, and that's why.
Well, you got two. You have the Lestrada Jr. at Yahoo, but you also have another one.
Right, but the problem is when I inputted it, I hit the.
What you watching, the WNBA game?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Aces versus Storm.
Yeah.
So
I respect that about. Oh no, I'm sorry, Luis, to cut you off. I just want to say I respect that about you, bro. You really do be watching. You don't just say you're not doing it for fluff. You really do support that league, bro, and I respect that, man. Go ahead, Luis.
So what I ended up doing is when I redid my profile, I misspelled my own email. So that's why I didn't realize it until right now.
You working? That just means you working too much, man.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, you know me. I don't stop, bro. I just found out like in a month I'm going to New York for a week.
Okay.
So to go do some lighting project out there.
Are you about to say you guys going to start a new studio and going to launch some new shit out there?
Yeah, we're gonna go relight one of our New York studios out there. We were in Buffalo last year, but this time I'm going to New York City. So just found that shit out today. You know the playoffs are coming up, so I'm getting ready for the Dodgers shit. Today we were getting all of our Lakers media day shit together, bro. You know,
y'all losing in the NLDS.
To who?
Mets.
Yeah, I think that's very possible. Very possible.
Look, the Mets and the Astros are winning the World Series. Hey, look at Tyler's background. Aren't you fucking jealous? Look at all the fucking football helmets this guy's got, bro.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And he won't let me come over and do a show over there, sack of shit.
My fandom wouldn't let me have any other team in my house besides my team. I see Saints, Titans, Chiefs. Colts. Yeah.
If I had a garage, bro, that's just a football love. If you could collect every helmet like that, you do it.
Oh, absolutely.
Look at that.
I definitely agree. I think it's awesome. I think it is,
bro. Look,
it goes all the way back. We got the
there's an old Giants one.
The Big Ten. It's like the national champions going back to Syracuse in like the 50s.
That's dope, man. Like,
no, it's awesome. It looks cool.
And I'm telling you, bro. When I buy my house and I set up, and I tell everybody, I'm not having a man cave. When I buy my house, the house is for my wife and the kids. They can have it. I don't give a shit. Give me one toilet, one shower, one bed, and one closet, and stay out of my kitchen because I'm the chef and the cook in my house, and y'all can have the rest of the shit. I'm building a he shed in the backyard, basically another dwelling house in the backyard, and that's not going to be my sports cave. That's going to be the Vanilla Sports Bat Cave. It's going to be like a small little house with the toilet and a sink and running water. I'm gonna pay somebody, and I would love one of the walls in there to be just a variety of fucking college and pro football helmets, just like that.
You're gonna have like a guest room in your backyard built for
Pretty much.
Yeah, for your man.
Well, a single house dwelling. I want to be able to rent it out and collect rent on it one day if I wanted to.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's a great idea. Yeah.
But that way, the kids, man, and their mom, bro, they can have the house. You can have it. You can keep your toys wherever. You can keep your shit. I'm never gonna complain because when I'm tired of looking at it, all I'll do is walk out the back door and walk out. Why are you always sat back here? Because this is why I built it. You guys got a whole house. Have fun. I don't have to worry about hearing daddy's mouth no more. Tyler, I like your team. Louise, did you tell us about your team yet?
No, I can't get the access to the
You
email.
can't see it. All right, cool. I'll bring it up. Hold on, I'll bring it up real quick. Let's see what we got here.
Hey, VJ, I got to get off, boss. Thank you very much for having me, though.
One love, man. One love, homie. I'll let you. But yo, it's football season, bro. So we got to get on and do some shows, man.
Definitely, I'm down. I'll be on my honeymoon for 2 weeks, and then I'm back. Yeah, so no show.
Oh, say congratulations! He's getting married on Saturday, guys.
Congratulations!
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you guys very much. You guys have and just so y'all know, I'm whooping all y'all asses. Just so you know.
No, you're not.
I'm like fucking Roman Reigns. I'm the head of the motherfucking table. Okay? You guys have a wonderful day.
But if you're gonna pull a Roman Reigns, here's the problem: you ain't got 3 motherfuckers behind you doing the lifting.
I do. I got 4 kids. Yeah, we good. We got the bloodline.
Look, this last weekend,
I got grandkids.
He need a homeboy. He need a homeboy from NXT to come save him.
Dude, he has another relative coming back.
He does. That's okay though.
Whose son is that? I know it's his relative. Whose son is it though?
Rikishi's.
Yeah.
That's the third son?
Yep.
They're related to
Yeah.
Do you understand how big that damn family is? The family is huge.
I met him at Tyler, do you remember the day Rikishi came in the box?
I didn't see him, but I heard him.
Yeah. Rikishi. All right, Eric. Yeah, Rikishi came in the Bob's Furniture one day, man, and I got a chance to talk to him. He's a big guy.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I'm talking height, though. I didn't know he's easily 6'4", 6'5". I didn't know he was that tall. I didn't know he was that big.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Like, he's tall. I was like, wow. And so are his sons. Jay and Jimmy
they're big.
Yeah, Jay and Jimmy, they're like 6'3", 6'4". Yeah. Well, Rock's 6'5". Yeah, Roman's 6'4", 6'5". Those some big ass Samoans. All right, Matthew Stafford, Brady, Connor, Cooper Kupp, Higgins, St. Brown, Homer, Kelsey, Chubb, Jared. Hold up. Hold the phone. You hate Jared Goff.
I know I do. But he was the best quarterback left on the board.
Okay, he was the best. Okay, all right. Drake London. Oh, God. And I like Drake London, but yeah, show your LA love. Why don't you?
Hey, no. I'll go even deeper. He went to Moore Park High. That's where I graduated from.
Oh, you're right. He went to your high school.
That's right.
You're right. I like the Hopkins. He's only out 4 weeks. Oh, is it 4?
6 weeks. 6 weeks.
He's out 6 when he comes back.
Yeah.
Rams defense, Jordan, Allen, TJ. TJ's gonna get hurt this year. It's been too close up for Miles.
Yeah, he always gets hurt, but
wow, Mal, you didn't have Miles did you have him as a starter? So you drafted
he's in my DP.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, all right, yeah. All right. Well, you gotta mention your DP. Okay, cool. You guys, I saw that this. I said, you know what? We always give offensive flex. Let's give defensive flex.
Yeah, no, That's a good idea. I like
you can just pick any defensive player and plug him in right there.
Yeah.
So that was a wrinkle. That was a new wrinkle. There 2 quarterbacks. I've done 2 quarterbacks before, but when I did it, I did 2 running backs, and it felt like a lot because now you need at least 2 more backup running backs and a backup quarterback. So now you're carrying 5 running backs and possibly 3 or 4 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
We took away from defense. I know that year a lot of us, my boy Antonio actually won the league. But a lot of us struggled with defensive guys because we loaded up on offense. So I said, you know what? We only need 1 running back. I almost did 2 tight ends. I said, no, why do 2 tight ends? Let's go 3 receivers. It's a passing fucking league. And that's flex. You can still take a second tight end and put him at the flex. So,
absolutely.
Yeah. Nice team, man.
Thanks, man.
Nice team, man. So, listen, I'm not going to hold you guys up, man. I'm going to let you guys get out of here.
Hey, I'm going to send you a a couple of screenshots later on tonight or tomorrow. One of my other teams. I'll get your opinion.
Also, too, I am at Dodger Stadium for the Cardinals on the 23rd with Cameron. Hopefully, Pujols is at 699, and I get to see 700 that night. Yeah, so I'll be there. I know you'll be there. It's fireworks night, so I definitely want to take them on fireworks night.
I should be there. If I am there, we'll be there for pregame, and then I got to come back to the studio for post.
That's fine. If possible, the only thing I'm asking, if I could just get somewhere close to the set so I could take a picture with my son or on the field. It's all. And if you can't, cool, I get it. But I know there's something I can do.
If I'm there, as soon as we're clear post game, I'll have you come on and take something picture on the set.
That's all I want, man. Just me and my son sitting up at the Spectrum desk with the Dodger fill in the background, holding my son with our Jackie Robinson jerseys on, man. That's all I want.
As long as if I'm there, I'll take care of you.
All right. I appreciate it, player.
All right, player.
Tyler, always a pleasure. Good seeing you, kiddo. Keep up the good work, man.
VJ, thank you for hosting this.
I appreciate you, man. See, you know what? Thank you, Ty. You're so polite. Thank you for hosting it. So polite. I love it. All right, man. Take care of yourself. How's everything about? I know you guys probably it made you guys all feel like yesterday what the world was ending with Labor Day.
Oh, no, I didn't even have to work. Just left to the schedule.
Wow, you were off Labor Day?
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. How's everything over there, man? Everything cool or?
Good. It is what it is. A busy kind of time, but yeah.
Awesome. All right, brother. Stay blessed, man.
Have a good one.
You too, brother. All right, there it is. The Vesn Sports, VJ Entertainment, Vesn Sports, Big Vanilla Fantasy Football Draft, man. I always love those guys. I love having fun. I love talking sports and just talking junk, man, and just doing what we do here on Vesn Sports. So I'm not going to stay on long because I will be right back on for VJs on Sports Like Conduct. I'll do about an hour and a half. But I got to refuel and replenish myself. And then we'll go on from there, man. Great fantasy draft. Actually, while I'm still here, I haven't get a chance to go through my squad. Yeah, the way they do this, where everybody's team is gonna this or gonna that. It's like yeah. Let's see what we got here. Matchup. Go to my squad here. So I like my team, man. Jalen Hurts, Herbert. We're going 2 quarterbacks. Cordell Patterson at the receiver position. Hill, Brown, Debo. I mean, my 3 start receivers are just super solid. Hill, Brown, and Debo. Goddard at the tight end. Jalen Waddle. Koo is the kicker in Atlanta. One of the better kickers, best kicker in the league. Ravens defense. Went with Quinn and Agba on the defensive line to get some power sacks. Wagner and Oriki. And my linebackers, just 2 tackling machines. Went with also Pratt is also another tackling machine. Also get some sacks, too, for Cincinnati's defense. Xavier Howard and J.C. Jackson, 2 best shutdown corners and interception guys in the league, should do well there. And then at my just a defensive position, I took Hendrickson on the D-line, also to another disruptive TFL sack guy from the Bengals, but I might change that. Pickett is going to be my 3rd quarterback. I think he starts pretty soon here. Chase Edmonds, Travis Etienne. I took a Nico Collins. I think Davis Mills has one guy to get the ball to as his number 1 guy, and that's probably Nico Collins down there. Plus, I always got to have a Michigan guy. I like Jones, receiver out of Jacksonville. He's going to get a lot of targets. Trevor's going to sling it around there and max it over Etienne. Adam Thielen, everybody thinking Jefferson targets. They still got Thielen. Thielen to me is still a 90-catch, 1,100-yard, 8-9 touchdown guy. Great for fantasy football, especially coming off the bench. 3 reserve spots, don't have to worry about Thielen, but also on D-line, Corey Harrison, and I went with Javon Holland as a backup defensive back guy. Can make some noise. Probably put him in as my defensive player in week 1. So week 1, I am off to battle my man, NIL Porter, my man Tyler, you guys just saw in here. And he's got Jackson, Burrow, Najee, DK, Pittman, Jefferson, Higbee, Akers, Robbie Gold, the Bills defense. Bills at LA, so I'm hoping LA put some points up on them and get that defensive score down low. The Ravens got the bum-ass Jets opening up. They're going to smother them, so I'm not worried about that at all. Going on the D-line, Bosa, Perriman, the linebackers position with Kendricks and Brooks, who's now the starter and going to be the main linebacker up there in Seattle. Defensive backs is Trayvon Diggs and Thompson from the Cardinals. Also got Tannehill, Carter on the bench, Mikael Harmon, Jarvis Landry. I like his bench, and then Pickens, but if he's playing Pickens, then I'm not playing Pickett. We ain't doing that game there. I'm not helping you out. So we'll see what happens there in week 1, man. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. VJs on Sportsmanlike Conduct here on Vesn Sports, YouTube, Twitter, on Husky ENT at Twitter, Vesn Sports, the voice of next man for the 2022-2023 Vesn Sports Fantasy NFL.com IDP League Draft. This is the best draft, guys. This is the best league. Okay, top 5 in my scoring. NFL.com tells me that. It's nothing I'm making up. It's what they said. So anybody out there that want to try to think it's a brag, it's not a brag, baby. Like Muhammad Ali used to say, it ain't bragging if you can back it up. And the numbers back it up, baby. That's all I got to say, man. VJ Vernon Husky, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Let me check the private chat. Anybody else want to say anything? Gotta run. Yep, let me go to sleep. Advancement exam, man. Love my guys, man. Vesn Sports, man. Peace. Stay blessed. Enjoy the football season. I'll see y'all later tonight on VJs on Sportsmanlike Conduct. Peace.